Welcome back, and buckle up because what we're about to talk about feels less like normal NFL news and more like something out of a highlight reel that hasn't even been filmed yet. The Dallas Cowboys just made a move that nobody saw coming, and the shockwave is already rolling through the fanbase, through the analysts on ESPN, through the NFC East, and straight into every defensive coordinator who now has a brand new problem to solve. Dameon Pierce is now a Dallas Cowboy. Yes, you heard that right, the same Dameon Pierce who runs like a freight train, who refuses to go down on first contact, and who has earned a reputation for punishing defenses with every carry. The Cowboys didn't just sign a running back, they signed a weapon, a spark, a fire that could change everything we thought we knew about this offense. And ESPN is already calling it one of the most aggressive and potentially explosive offensive upgrades Dallas has made in years. Think about what this means. The Cowboys have been searching for that spark in the backfield ever since Ezekiel Elliott's prime faded and the run game lost its fear factor. Tony Pollard was explosive but inconsistent, and once he left, there was a hole, a gap, a missing identity in the ground attack. For months, Cowboys fans have been asking, who is going to be the next bruiser behind Dak Prescott? Who is going to move the chains when it's 3rd and 3 and the stadium is roaring? Who is going to break off defenders like they're made of paper and bring back that ruthless, violent run style Dallas used to dominate with? Well, today that answer feels real, solid, and dangerous. Dameon Pierce is that guy. We've seen what he can do, those runs where he refuses to fall, where defenders bounce off like rubber, where it looks like every blade of grass is fighting to hold him back. This isn't finesse. This is power. This is energy. This is a player built for late-game dominance, for wearing down defenses, for turning momentum into points and frustration into fear. Let's not forget his rookie season, where he emerged as one of the most physical young backs in the league. Every time he touched the ball, it felt like contact was guaranteed, but so were extra yards. He is not a one-cut-and-slide runner, he is a contact-seeking missile. When they handed him the ball in Houston, stadiums held their breath. Now imagine that kind of force behind one of the most high-powered passing offenses in football. Imagine defensive coordinators who already struggled to deal with CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Jake Ferguson, and whoever else Dallas lines up wide now being forced to load the box because Pierce is bulldozing through linebackers like traffic cones. And the moment they step down to protect the run, Dak Prescott gets clean windows to fire deep. Situational football flips. Pressure resets. The entire offensive playbook becomes bigger, louder, more unpredictable, and 10 times more aggressive. This isn't just a signing, it's a signal. A message to the NFC East. A warning shot that Dallas is amplifying its firepower. What makes this more electric is how hungry Pierce is. He is the definition of a chip on the shoulder player, someone who runs like he's trying to prove something every single down. And now he's stepping into a franchise where expectations aren't just high, they're volcanic. The Cowboys don't sign players to maintain status quo. They sign them to dominate. To change games. To make highlight reels that live forever. And that's exactly the energy Pierce brings. This could be the missing piece, the spark plug, the player who brings back that gritty identity the Cowboys fanbase has been craving. We've seen glimpses of what this offense can become when the run game is lethal, when Dak can lean on play action, when linebackers hesitate, when safeties creep forward, and suddenly the deep ball opens like a floodgate. Pierce doesn't just give Dallas first downs. He gives them control, tempo, momentum, game script. And that is something you can't quantify. ESPN's reaction has been electric. Analysts have already called this a game-changing offensive boost, and some have gone as far as saying Pierce could become one of the league's most productive backs behind a Cowboys offensive line that excels in run blocking when they commit to it. They're talking about yards after contact, about bruising efficiency, about the Cowboys suddenly gaining the kind of offensive balance that wins playoff games, not just regular season highlights. There's real belief building that Dallas didn't just add a running back, they added a mentality. A violent, relentless, chains-moving mentality. With Pierce, every second and short feels convertible. Every red zone possession feels heavier. Every drive has more muscle behind it. And the crowd? The crowd is going to feel it. You can already picture at&T Stadium shaking as he drags a linebacker 5 yards downfield, refusing to go down, feeding energy into every fan wearing blue and silver. But let's go deeper because the real impact of this move doesn't just live in the stat sheet. It lives in identity. The Cowboys have always been at their best when the offense is balanced, when the passing game is deadly but the run game is feared. During their strongest years, the Cowboys didn't ask Dak Prescott to throw 50 times. They controlled time. They controlled pace. They controlled defenses like puppets. And with Dameon Pierce, that control becomes realistic again. A back who can neutralize aggressive pass rush, who can grind clock, who can bring the kind of yards after contact efficiency that keeps tired defenses bleeding into the fourth quarter. This isn't about flash. It's about force. And Dallas just gained a force. Now imagine him in short yardage. Line stacked. Noise exploding. Game on the line. 4th and 1. Season-defining moment. You don't finesse your way out of that. You don't outsmart it. You power through it. You rip it open. You muscle your way past desperation. That is Dameon Pierce. And now that strength belongs to the Dallas Cowboys. You can almost hear the helmets collide already. You can visualize the chains moving. It feels like Dallas finally has a weapon that fits the identity fans have been screaming for, someone who refuses to be stopped, someone who turns contact into momentum, someone who runs like every carry is personal. This is not hype. This is potential. Real, violent, highlight reel potential. And the league just felt the tremor. The NFC East just gained a new problem, and Dallas just gained a new advantage. If you're a Cowboys fan, be excited. Be loud. Because this is the kind of move that changes Sundays. This is the kind of move that defenses fear when they watch film. Dameon Pierce is here. He's wearing the star. And the offense just got hungrier, meaner, stronger, and more dangerous than it's been in a long time. If you're ready for more breaking Cowboys news, more electrifying updates, and more in-depth analysis on every major move this franchise makes, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. This season could be different, and you're going to want to be here for it.